Hi everyone. So I'm actually this area. This is a pavilion. This is a pavilion just next to a basketball court, and then yeah, further down is just one coffee shop and everything. So I'm actually here to record this video, and because it just rained, so it's pretty dark. It just turned about maybe around 7:30. It's actually 7:34 actually. So it's pretty late and it's pretty dark as well down here. So I wanted to actually just make this video because I've been talking a lot about this, but I haven't really had time to do it because I was so busy. And then I kind of just started doing some research and some watching of videos and to find out different points of view and all this to see whether it is really just was it just really my experience of it, or was it just like kind of across the board. So I believe that I actually talked a lot about this before in earlier videos, but I think it's probably a good time now to kind of revisit it and just to bring it out there so that we can examine it and to maybe just literally to put to rest the spirit. Okay, literally the spirit. And why do I say it? Because okay, I've been asking this question. I asked this question before. Did the narcissist actually cast a spell or any kind of witchcraft on us, performing witchcraft on us? Yeah, because back then I was just wondering. I told one senior citizen, his uncle in the gym, I said, how is it possible? I could never understand it as to why all these narcissistic people, or these toxic people, or even like psychopaths or sociopaths, how do they manage to trick us and to bait us into their whole shenanigans and everything? So it's as if they have not just that they have planned it, but also that they seem to be so well prepared and so adept at doing everything. So like let's just say that when we decide to move on, or we decide to just forget about it and just don't try to talk to them, all of a sudden at the very last minute when our life seems to be getting slightly better, they'll be coming in, they'll be asking for stuff, and they'll be trying to contact us and trying to initiate some kind of a thing. And my friends told me, at that point in time years ago, my friends, those who are genuinely on my side, they'll be thinking, oh, it's just the way of the universe speaking back to tell you, oh, maybe your so-called attempt not to wait has kind of triggered the opposite, which is people coming back into your life and people who may in fact end up becoming a part of your life. But now I think that in retrospect, it's actually a very wrong-headed way of doing so, of thinking so, yeah. And this video is actually more about the experience I had with regards to this, witnessing demonic possession. Actually, okay, I have to put some qualifiers with regards to demonic possession, because that a lot of these videos online and even just people generally, even religious experts or theologians, they'll say that it's very rare that we find a case of demonic possession. What do you mean by demonic possession? So when we witness so-called demonic possession, it's as if another whole new entity or being has taken control of the other person. So the other person, I know it sounds very freaky, but sometimes the person's voice, their mannerisms totally change, and it's almost as if they are totally nowhere near the original person that they are. And on top of that, they can be doing certain weird things, for example, maybe I know that in some cases in movies, Hollywood movies, have given us the idea that the person who's demon possessed or spiritually possessed could end up floating mid-air, yet their bodies, they don't have control of their bodies. So it's actually the particular spirit that causes them to do that. And I know it's really disgusting and also very, very scary, but I'm not trying to cast suspicions or doubts on that. It seems that they could happen. Okay, so okay, so the thing is this: how does it actually manifest? So okay, yeah, someone wants to sit, so I'm just letting my seat. So okay, the thing is this: I got this whole set of experiences. Like when I was actually in the situation where I think it was the very last day of when I was supposed to meet that particular groomer. And the thing was this: I know it sounds weird, and and my friend had was actually practicing practicing spiritual. Yeah, she was practicing a spiritual. I don't know. I don't really know whether it's witchcraft or spiritual things, but she just told me she did a tarot oracle or tarot reading, and she said you need to make a firm stand, and then see a few things that she saw in the cards. She said, she interpreted it as one thing. One, you have to make a stand for yourself and your values and your things, and don't let people manipulate you. And second thing was that she said she saw birds, so she said that the few cards that she picked in the thing, one of them was a ring. So she said that person is going to talk to you about the status of things between you all. And then the second one was actually a birds. Yeah, birds in the card. So she said, those are actually the gossip mongers. You have a lot of gossip mongers around you, creating stuff that are unnecessary and causing like decline in the quality of any relationship around you. And she said I had to be careful. And but the thing is this, after she just said that I should, other than standing firm, I should really do something, which is she told me about a ritual where like you're supposed to put the four elements and then basically that was when way before I became Orthodox Christian. So and the thing was that this four elements that represents these things that represent the four elements, like earth, wind, water, fire. For example, she said, like just using an example, that one of the things would include a white candle, and on the white candle from top to bottom, downwards is actually the I think things that I don't want. I think from downwards to upwards, bottom to top is the things that I actually want. So she said that as it burns, as it burns until the very end, then all these things will end up manifesting. But the thing is this, the thing was I told her, I actually, one of the few things that I etched or carved on the candle was actually, I don't want any lies, any dishonesty, or any gossip or manipulation. And it really came true. Kind of realized that in the end the whole thing just crumbled. But it's not just that. The whole thing was not, I'm not talking about the candle, but I'm talking about those people that I was like trying to have a negotiation with. That on the very day of that so-called negotiation with that groomer, the narcissist, I noticed a few things that kind of, it will really creep anyone out, and it almost looks as if there's no doubt on my own end that there's some form of spiritual or demonic possession, because I remember that I told my friends, even people who are atheists or agnostic, or people who just simply are not really committed to any religious thing, they'll say, it sounds really scary and really creepy. So I know it sounds creepy, but it is true. That person didn't just fly off the handle. It's not just a case of rage and anger. It's just anger and rage that would be so easy to explain and just say, someone has a problem controlling anger or rage. But it's not just that. I remember that thing about them, that person, projecting issues of, I'm so scared of what you're going to do to me. What am I going to do to you? I'm not going to do stuff like raping you or assaulting you, because I'm not interested. I just want a kind of like a account for why you're doing the things you do and why you lie. And yet they are turning tables on you, telling you stuff, like saying that, accusing you of stuff that they are more likely to do than you. And on top of that, they would be, I saw the eyes change color. I remember that at one point when I'm trying to reach out to you, that I'm just like trying to pointing at the person's side, and the person like jerk back, and then I was like, the eyes change color. From, I remember that person, that groomer's eyes are very brown. Dark brown. But for that very brief moment, there was something very red or orange in the eyes, and then after that it turned totally black, pitch black, like the pits of hell. And the teeth of the person were like barred, like bad, not barred, bad, and it's as if like hands were raised as if you're going to tear me apart from limb to limb. And then you have thing about saliva splattering like venom, and so disgusting. But Yeah, I know it sounds very disgusting, but it's really happened. It really happened, and I have no doubt that it's actually a demonic manifestation. And one thing is this, across the board, most religious denominations or many, like even regardless of whether you're Catholic, you're Protestant, or even Orthodox, once you see these kind of things, I think there's a likelihood that most people will start realizing, oh, maybe this is a demonic manifestation, and you shouldn't be looking into the eyes of the person. I know that this was it Father Vince Lampert? Yeah, he's actually a very famous Catholic exorcist. He said that don't look into the eyes of the demon. That means the person who's possessing that who's being possessed. When you see that thing, but that was what I did. I saw it. I didn't really stare, but I just saw it. And you know how traumatizing it is. I might have to actually end up talking to my priest next time about this, and ask him to bless me and whatever. For a brief period of time, my friends were like saying, one of my friends, he's like he does tarot reading, and he was saying, one thing is so strange. He said that person was cursing you as well, and some of these curses don't sound like any normal human curses. It's almost as if they are like working on the astral realm or psychic realm to try to undermine and destroy you. And I said, yeah, that's why. He said that's why it's not just words. My one atheist friend would say, oh, words are just words. No, it's not true that words are just words. Your ability, your energy compels it to actually manifest. And the thing is this, it's not just our faith or lack of faith, therefore, that makes something fail or work, okay? It has nothing to do with that. Because one thing is this, energy, especially demonic energy, it doesn't die, okay? Energy, whether it's good or bad energy, okay? It doesn't die. It just gets transmuted from good to bad, bad to good, okay? So, how is this? How do you actually get rid of the energy? The thing is this, I mean for years, after that thing, I can't explain it. It's just like for the first 2 years after that incident, I call it a narcissistic discard, but it's not just that. It was like some form of a kind of a beginning of a so-called no contact thing and you have like I have had years of stalking and cyber stalking, okay, and not just cyber stalking, but even psychic hoovering, okay. I talked about this before. In the dream, you see the person is doing different things with different people, okay. Some of the things are actually things that directed towards me, okay, including violent things. And it's so sickening. These people don't give up. They are the demons in them, okay, won't give up on destroying us. And I remember that actually that was in was it 2017? Few days before Christmas, I was in church. I went out of church. I just finished the service, so my one of the friends from church, that was back when I was in a Korean Presbyterian church. He said, oh, okay, he told me in Korean, oh, see you again on Christmas or after. So I said, yeah, sure. So I just went to the train station, and at the train station at the other end, I saw the ex-groomer, but I didn't greet any. I just didn't extend a greeting, because there's no need to. Why should you greet a narcissist or psychopath and just walk the other way? I stopped. I froze halfway for a short, brief few seconds. I was muttering under my breath, Holy Mary, Mother of God. Yeah, I was crying out to the Mother of God, okay, telling her, please. Then after that, I turned the other way, walked the other way, and it's just ridiculous. But after that, just a few days later, I was going to go to Malaysia for a short holiday for about maybe 5 days to a week, to Kuala Lumpur, to the capital. And I think it was 5 days. And guess what? I had a nightmare. One of the nightmares included me getting hit or slapped, and I remember waking up in bed as if I had been slapped and hit. It's so sickening. And I told my friends, you know what, I had enough. You know what I did? I wrote down the name of that person on a piece of toilet paper, wiped my derriere after a bowel movement, and flushed away the toilet paper. And some people say it's like voodoo or hoodoo, but I mean it's not that. But it's just that I'm done. I don't want to meet them. I don't want to see them anymore. Okay, so for a few years it didn't happen to me. I didn't see anyone. But the thing is this. Guess what? While in the recovery of the process, from 2018 all the way into COVID, I virtually did not see that person and all this bunch of flying monkeys. But after my grandmother passed, I had those few nightmares. And guess what? Those nightmares led to me seeing the face of the abuser, the freaking abuser, the groomer, okay? And it was a very demonic face. I saw the dark shadow, everything. There was it just came out of my mind. I just prayed, Lord have mercy, Lord Jesus Christ have mercy on me. And the thing is this. When did it stop? It only stopped when I actually got my icons. I remember that I told the psychologist this, and later halfway through, I think the psychologist had changed to another one. But they all, both psychologists were both women, say the same thing. You know what? Just one of them was saying that maybe during certain periods of time, like crucial periods like the anniversaries, trauma anniversaries, you end up having these kind of things coming back in your dream state. Okay, but the other one was saying that whether or not it's spiritual, I think it's a good idea. If you really think that there are something spiritual to it, you give yourself peace of mind. Get your icons and just put it in your room, and that's what I did. And the very very strange thing is, after I put all my icons, all the nightmares, all those dreams that I had, okay, it wasn't just once. It was like at least 2 or 3 times. Okay, I saw that person, or not the person, but not the groomer, but someone who looks like, or some kind of like, as if the groomer had kind of like metamorphosized or changed or glamour into that particular person, and the person was trying to feign or pretend to be goodwill, had some kind of goodwill to me, but actually was luring me and trying to stab me. Can you imagine how disgusting it is? And those dreams stopped immediately once I placed my icons inside. One thing I would say, all these demons in them, okay, they're scared of God, they're scared of Jesus. Okay, I don't know how those people who are not Christians, you think, oh, you're just crazy. But you know what? You believe in what you believe in. Okay, they're scared of Jesus. They're scared of his mother. Okay, the Virgin Mary. They're scared of the saints. Okay, because you know why? Jesus is God incarnate, and then not just that. His mother on earth, okay, Mary, okay, and all the saints, they were people who came into contact with God in one way or another, okay, and they were anointed or given some kind of power, okay, not just to spread the gospel, but to fight against the evil of this world, okay, that is of the devil, of the adversary. I have no other explanation, okay, and that's the only explanation I have. So yeah, I encountered that demonic manifestation. You cannot unsee it. Once you saw it, you cannot unsee it. Okay, so anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later. How things are playing out. Especially after the thing with that episode where I confronted that so-called friend or acquaintance about this. But do you know the groomer? Like, he's trying to pretend and say no, you're not. But you know what? It's too late. Okay. You obviously know the person, even you're not friends, okay? It's too late. You're out of my life, okay? As long as you know that person. Okay, so anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna go back. As I'm just taking a bit of a walk. So I hope everyone has a good time, at least a good beginning of the week. I have to go back and prepare my lectures and do some reading. Okay, have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.